Yo, what's going on guys? Rhys here from Stoic Pool, and in this video we're doing the pool update for Epoch 243. Let's get into it. Right guys, so this Epoch wasn't a particularly eventful one for Stoic Pool. It looked like actually that we weren't going to be minting any blocks, and then last minute we managed to pull one out somewhere, I don't know, but I'm really grateful that that happened, to be honest with you. We got information about the upcoming hard fork, which isn't happening for like another month or so, but people are starting to get prepared for it. And also another thing that's been happening, right, which has obviously caused stir in SPO community, is the upcoming K parameter. So when K changes from, it's currently at 500, it's changing to 1,000. And basically what the K parameter is it's a number that represents the kind of ideal amount of stake pools. So K equals 1,000 is kind of like when we're expected to be having 1,000 stake pools. Now we've had over 1,000 stake pools for, I mean, since the mainnet when it was at 150. So what that is going to do, what the K parameter change is going to do, is bring down the saturation number. So pools saturate at the minute at around 64 million, and once March happens and the K parameter changes, it's going to be around 32 million. So what's happened then is a lot of bigger stake pool operators who are already close to the saturation point now, around 64 million, have started spinning up new pools and suggesting to people that it's almost time to kind of move on to these other pools. So that always causes a bit of a stir. It caused the stir when it happened the first time, it caused the stir when it happened the second time, it's kind of causing the stir now. Like, that's always going to be a point of friction between smaller stake pool operators and larger multi-pool operators, because smaller stake pool operators obviously feel like they're kind of stealing potential delegation from smaller stake pools, keeping themselves up in rank and kind of 80-20s the decentralization, which I understand. I mean, I'm not really at a point to comment on that much, to be honest. I'm glad that I've got the small stake that I have and that we're producing blocks. Like, that's good enough for me. Obviously, I would like to be in a position where I'm almost saturated, because that means we'll be producing quite a lot of blocks and earning just great rewards for our delegators. Whether or not I would ever decide to make another pool is kind of irrelevant at the minute. At the minute, I'm looking for delegation. I'm looking for delegation. Like, I don't need to be thinking about making other pools. But if I got to that point, then I probably would, because like, why wouldn't you make more pools? You only otherwise risk saturating your pool, don't you? So yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a weird kind of thing that happens, and I understand why it happens, you know, because small stake pools sit around and they're like looking at the numbers and they're not minting blocks, and they're actively kind of hunting down people, like trying to produce ADA out of thin air to delegate to their pool so that they can produce more rewards. And it just seems that bigger pools seem to get more delegation, and then they're like, right, I'm gonna make a new pool now, and then everyone delegates to that as well. It can feel like you're fighting an uphill battle, so it's understandable people get frustrated about it, but at the same time, I think I'm happy making blocks. Like, I'm producing stuff. It's not every epoch, but as long as it starts to, you know, it carries on increasing, like, then I'm happy. You know, as long as there's a long term, there's an uptrend on the amount of delegation I have in the pool, like the pool is slowly growing, then I'm happy with that. Yeah, I kind of want to hit the saturation point. You know, it would be nice to hit like, well, I mean, 60 million is not something I should even be looking at now, but it'd be good to hit like a 30 million pool, you know, like actually fill up a pool, or be very, very close to it. So if anyone's looking to delegate to Stoic, you know, help me out, my 30 mil target. But realistically, like, yeah, it's just one of those kind of squabbles that's inevitable when stuff's changing, you know, and it's a shame that happens. And I don't think it's everyone, it's just the loud few always kind of kicking up a fuss, and I get that. I just don't feel the same as them, I don't think. Yeah, guys, that is it for this video. If you like what you're seeing, as always, give us a like, subscribe for more Stoic Pool updates and Cardano updates. The beginner's guide's coming back. It's been a crazy couple of days for me with my other business, so I kind of haven't had time to sit down and do a lot of videos and stuff, which just is what it is, so sorry about that. Otherwise, guys, I'll catch you in the next one. If you have any ADA lying around, don't forget, stick it in Stoic. We're minting blocks, we're creating rewards for people, and we've got a lot of new stuff coming for the pool as well. All right, I'll catch up with you in the next video. Keep in touch with yourselves.